Hi, Wellham fam. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to Cwtch Corner.
Yay! Woo, woo, woo,
We are loving this, guys. Right, so as usual, my earrings are giving you a clue.
Yeah.
Guys, it's all about spring.
Yay!
That's what we're going with. That's
Spring
what
has sprung.
Spring has sprung. Right, and in case you can't see them properly, they're little butterflies, multicoloured ones.
Yeah.
And of course, my lovely rabbit ears.
Rabbit ears.
Right, so word to the wise this week is there are no words in the English language that rhyme with orange, which we all pretty much knew, silver, which Darren
I
knew, or month. Can you pass me that thought? Look.
Month.
I'm not going on.
No, very possibly actually.
Yeah, month.
Yeah, so very probably actually. Yeah.
None of us need. None of us.
No, well, so
The hamsters didn't know, but neither of us knew that either.
Not month, no.
No. That just shows you how much notice I take when I'm writing something down. I'm concentrating that hard on getting things on paper. Never mind. Right, so that leads us on to Sherlock from last week.
Yay.
And I've got an answer this time as well again.
Sherlock from last week was the stabbing. Alright, I'll just briefly go through it. Well, I'll go through it. It was the butler who found my father on the floor of the study, Mr. Holmes. He actually stumbled over the body in the darkness. The fire had gone out, you see. His shrieks woke the maid and myself up. Do you have any reason to suspect your father was in danger? Holmes got his voice politely neutral in tone. No, of course not. I mean, he had to laugh a fellow off yesterday, and he had a rival or two. We would stoop to brutal murder over chauffeuring. Their eyes welled with tears. Why did he sack the chap? Drinking. At least that's what I understood. Did he ever drive clients himself? Almost never, but perhaps he was short-staffed, he might have. He generally kept himself distant from the drivers. I see, and he was found dead shortly after. That's right, she said. The butler was on his way to bed, but noticed that father was on the floor as he passed the study. I'd been asleep for some hours at that point. The maid would have been in bed by 11 too. All the windows were closed, of course. The police said that he'd been stabbed repeatedly. It just doesn't make sense. I'm confident we'll find the answers very soon. We already have a primary suspect. Whom did Holmes suspect and why?
Can I say?
William?
The butler did it. Now, I read that through again today.
Yeah.
No, it was yesterday actually. And I noticed something. I mean, first of all, he said he found the body because he stumbled over it in the dark because the fireplace had gone out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he says that he discovered the body. He saw the body lying there from the hallway.
Yeah.
But you can't stumble over something in the dark not knowing it was the same body as way too many bodies.
If it was dark, he wouldn't have been able
to see the body. No, this is it. So yeah, the butler did it.
Yeah. Bit typical, but there you go.
I've always wanted to say that, to be fair. Have we had any guesses?
We had a couple.
Yeah. Did anybody get? What did we get? Who got what?
Fucking out in the right place for tonight.
Right. So who gave us a guess?
We had Dreamer's Fantasy.
Hi, Dreamless.
For the Sherlock Holmes, I would say the butler did it, because the butler said the fire was out and it was dark when he claimed he stumbled over the body. Yet further down the text, the butler said he saw the victim as he passed by the study.
Yeah.
But if it was in the darkness, how could he have seen it? Plus, I think the screams weren't from the butler. Instead, they were the victim's father's screams. Doesn't mention about that, but they could have been.
No, that could be true. I mean, to be honest, it would have been nice to know why he did it, but there you go.
Yeah, we don't. It's only the starting bit.
Yeah, it's the starting bit.
Yeah.
Right, and
we also got Pink Poodle.
Yay.
This Sherlock Holmes is quite hard, Unless the answer is the cliche, the butler did it, which it was.
It was, yeah.
And then she turned herself away from it.
Oh no.
I think the daughter could have also been in the frame, as Holmes referred to her as a pleasant seeming woman. I think she might have been the chauffeur. She went to confront her father about sacking him. I'm not convinced I'm right this week. You're right at the start. But you said
You changed your mind.
You changed your mind. Don't doubt yourself.
No, there was just the connection she didn't make, but
it was the bit of this, what he
her
said. It was,
subconscious,
caught on the bit.
Caught on it enough, yeah. So still, well done.
So we've got this week's,
right,
which is the shopkeeper.
Oh,
Right.
Got the pen just in case, but I'm not holding my breath.
Right. Whilst browsing in a shop one dreary afternoon, I overheard the following conversation taking place between a shopkeeper and a neatly dressed gentleman of advancing years. At the time, it made perfect sense, but on reflection, it occurs to me that it might be an amusing test. What would it cost for just one? The gentleman asked. 2 shillings, came the reply. The customer nodded. So that means 12 would cost 4 shillings. The shopkeeper said, keeping his voice carefully patient. That's very good, the customer replied. I'll take 312 then, please. Of course, sir. The shopkeeper started collecting items for the customer. 6 shillings, please. What was the gentleman purchasing? Let's go through it again. What would it cost for just one? 2 shillings. Customer nodded, so that means 12 would cost 4 shillings. Very good, so I'll take 312 then, please. Of course, it would be 6 shillings. What was he purchasing?
Yeah, I think I've got that one.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad going for me. Whether it's right as a bait. Right, so
we've got
the caption from last week. So last week's was, he's such a cute little fluffer. He really is. Right, so let's make sure I'm on the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. Simple one to start off with. Nom 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 nom. Then my mummy says I will grow big and strong. Eat your greens. What do you mean it's not a harmonica? Thank you. Jeez Louise.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, terrible. I'm brushing my teeth. The latest in pacifiers. News and updates. Oh no, that's...
Bloody loon. She went too far down, didn't she?
Oh, dear me.
Oh. It's like the one where they go through and says, they're saying, I've had enough today. Yes, I can really make you say anything.
Oh, dear. Did you have any favourites out of those? You can't remember now, can you?
No.
God, admit it, it's the news bit, wasn't it? News and updates, yeah.
Right. We have got Pink Poodle. Right. It's got a few. 10, in fact. I can't believe I'm doing a bush tucker trial.
Oh, darn it. That's one that I meant to put down. Yeah. Yes, that's brilliant.
Eat your grasshopper so you can grow big and strong.
Similar.
Oh, big ears you have. Oh, what big ears you have. Do you know they modelled E.T.'s famous phone home fingers on my feet toes? Sweetheart, don't suck your food. Oh, grasshopper, thank you for being my dinner guest. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant my dinner.
That isn't bad either.
What are you eating, Jimmy Cricket?
I like that.
I thought you were talking about the love of cricket, the sport, not the insect cricket. I'm innocent. I don't know what happened to the evidence. I'm innocent. I don't know what happened to the evidence. And the blue fairy can't help you now.
I like those.
That was it. Pink Poodle was the only one who had a coat this week. Oh,
shame on you.
Last week we had so many.
I know. Jeez. Right.
So, this week one.
This week's we are all about spring, as I said. So this week's caption. Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
I've got some good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, guys, you might have noticed I've got a wee visitor here.
Yeah.
I come. Oh, sorry, darling.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. Molly.
Oh.
That's Mummy's nail. You can't couch Mummy. Oh, just dropped a raisin on your head. It's over here, darling. Don't snatch.
Raisin dropped her. Did.
Yeah.
Did.
You're such a good girl. This I always do because it's a really good way of health checking that all their bits are nice and clean as they should be.
Yeah, that's right.
Tickle the belly. Right. So while Mol's with us.
Yep.
You're going to read the book, Molly?
Right. So, this bit is Cake of the Week next.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we sort of cut short the captiony bit, but we'll put a picture up again. Or Darren will put it up longer. But
yeah, I'll put it on there.
I have got a few for that.
Yeah. It goes up on a community post.
Yeah.
If you don't see it there.
Right, so we got Cake of the Week. Look at that.
Oh.
I mean, not only is it spring, it's got the most gorgeous hair on it.
I was going to say that's not very good. Not very good work, is it? Man, it's got hair all
over the cake. Yeah, it has. You're quite right.
Yeah.
Right. So, and our cake disaster this week. Stop trying to undo my ribbon.
Yes, cake fan of the week. Oh my god. Looks like Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's really quite freaky, isn't it?
It is as well. Bits of card, bits of paper for the ears.
As always, you know, good work trying.
Yeah, so it looks like Five Nights at Freddy's. All the bloody teeth are on the bottom.
What are you doing, monkey girl? What are you doing? Right, so I have managed to find a nice strange band for you. It is sort of spring because it involves an egg and, you know, new life and all that jobby.
Yeah.
So Kinder Surprise eggs are prohibited. Not only are Kinder Surprise eggs prohibited from being sold in America, but they're also prohibited from being bought across the border as well.
That's right. People have been fined and bits for taking them from Canada.
It's 2,500.
Yeah, each.
Yeah.
Each egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people have brought them across from Canada because you're allowed to have them in Canada. So they brought them across from Canada to America.
And so it's actually, I mean, this is what I was saying. Actually, it caused some grief to travellers unaware of the ban. Unaware of the ban.
Yeah.
But yeah, they consider them too dangerous.
Yeah.
There haven't actually been any deaths or anything in America.
You have a handgun in the house,
I know. But yeah, it's just one of those things that it's not just that; it's to stop anybody putting toys in any candy, basically.
That's
or
right.
chocolate.
Yeah.
So kids can't choke on them.
Yeah.
Mind you, if you're going to choke on something like that, I'd say the likelihood of not having an accident.
Yeah, it's Darwin Awards, really, isn't it?
It really is. But yeah, each their own, and everybody can have an off day.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Right. So on to the
what we've
next
been watching.
thing.
There's a bit to do when you want to miss out.
That's the one I always miss out. I know. I forget.
Yeah, it's quite dull and quick this week.
Not dull. I've been enjoying it.
We've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. still.
Which is going to take us a while because we are watching it alongside Wait. Stop it.
And Also, there's also watching True Blood as well.
I love that.
Probably getting near the end of that now. Isn't it?
I think I've still got another season to go.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Hmm.
I'm not sure actually. No, I might be on the last season thinking about it.
Yeah.
But
I was like, I don't think there's anything. There's no. Once I've dealt with this, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
mind you, it's been quite funny because our Suki was named after
Suki,
the main character in True Blood. They keep saying Suki, and she comes out and look all excited because somebody wants to talk to her. Talk about recognising your name.
That was all we've watched. We've tell a lot. We have watched one Storage Wars, but that wasn't worth putting down.
No, not that it isn't worth watching.
We are going to be watching more of them.
They are good. Right, so it's all right. Look, you've got a mouse.
Yeah.
Right,
I've got a mouse. I've got a mouse. It's a hamster. Look, it's got no tail.
This is true. Right, so what's the next bit? Are we on to Weird and Wonderful?
We're on to the Weird, Wonderful, downright odd.
Right. So while Daddy keeps an eye on her. So I thought the first thing I'd do is put down some fun facts about spring, basically. The earlier known use of the term spring cleaning was in 1857. 1857 they've been calling it spring cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
We've used the word spring for the season since it was the 16th century.
Right.
So that obviously is a lot earlier, but yes. I wonder what it was called before then. I suppose nothing really.
Probably some variant of
Booster or something,
French.
Star or something, possibly.
Probably a bit of French.
It
was French before, wasn't it?
The first spring flowers are usually daffodils, dandelions, lilies, tulips, iris, and lilacs. Also, bluebells. They didn't mention bluebell. I love bluebells and snowdrops.
Snowdrops come in January, darling.
Yes, I know, but it's like the prequel, isn't it?
Mm.
And then on the first day of spring, the sunrise and sunset are about 12 hours apart everywhere on Earth.
All right.
Which is quite amazing, really.
Yeah.
Right, so guys, have you ever wondered where the saying crazier than a March hare comes from? Essentially this. According to folklore, hares behave as though they're sparring with other hares and leaping around for no discernible reason during their breeding season. Their breeding season in Europe begins during the month of March. Now, the thing is, to me, they're doing it because it's breeding season and they want to show which is the stronger.
Who's dominant.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Who all the other female hares think, oh, he's a toughie.
Yeah, that's right.
His babies will be stronger.
That's right.
I don't really know what they're thinking when you see them prancing and dancing. But yeah, they do. They're peacocking, basically.
Yeah.
So sadly though, there is a major decline in them.
Yeah.
There's still quite a few, like in nature reserves and things like that, but they're hunted throughout the year, including their breeding season, which could have something to do with it. And also there's an increase in lynx population, which they tend to, nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I'm well aware that they can be a real nuisance to farmers and things. I do get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think there's something rather majestic about it, or about them. So these are normal brown hares. So I thought I'd find us a few more.
Yeah.
So this next one,
yeah,
I've got a couple of pictures of this in case you can't see the colouring so much. But this is a golden hare. Normal Irish hares can be quite variable in fur colour, but a true golden hare is unmistakable. To see one is a special thrill indeed. These highly distinctive golden hares only occur on Rathlin Island, and it's most likely their insular separation that's given rise to this unique population.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, what a beautiful place. It does a bit. But yeah, I mean, the Celts do actually consider hares to be quite a mythical creature. And
Yeah.
they're supposed to be good
You
luck
get like
and
the
things.
moon gazing hairs, don't you?
That's right. And not to be outdone, the adult albino hare,
Oh,
absolutely stunning and very rare. Um, uh, right, the adult albino hare is really the rarest of rare. Not only are they extremely unusual, but they rarely survive beyond the leveret stage because they're vulnerable to predators because you can see them so
yeah.
easily.
Yeah, it's right, because by rights
I mean,
they should be in like snowy sort of bits, really,
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah, this is
they?
it. But no, they are really rare, and it is incredibly lucky to spot a white hare. I don't know if it's the same thing because I know a white stag can be really lucky. In fact, I'd love to see a white stag.
Yeah.
If you've never seen one and you want to see one walking around in natural habitat, you want to check out one of the Christmas Call the Midwife specials when they went to the heights of Scotland there. Just a little sideline. Right. So we've got some other bits now.
Oh, is there another one of them?
Oh, yes, there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So crazy buns, guys.
It's like something out of your nightmares, that's it.
You get your wild rabbits. So yeah, I had to put this in when I saw it.
Your eyes
And
bleed.
I know it's disturbing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not friendly.
The next one probably is delicious, but is
Oh, it's a chocolate.
yeah,
It's like a chocolate twist sort of bit.
yeah, with sort of croissant ears and things,
No,
or pan of chocolate. Yeah,
them,
little
don't
twist.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's obviously happy because he's got a really big smile on his face. But
yeah, I'll be that happy with that much chocolate in me as well.
yeah, fair point. Chocolate belly buttons.
Yeah.
Right. So of course, with bunnies and hares, I typed in crazy hares, thinking I'd get something a bit different. Well, I did. I got crazy hare. And I know it's not technically spring, although you do get a lot of different festivals around the springtime in England anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not unusual for funky hair, basically. So yeah, buns.
Buns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now I thought this is lovely because this is almost Harvest Festival.
It is,
sort of hairstyle. I thought that was absolutely fabulous. And I didn't stop there. I found some more. Look at that.
I love that one.
That's brilliant.
I like the way the tops of it are white.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, I blacked out the children's faces when they were sort of past shown because they're not my children, and you know, but I have borrowed their hair. And the next one.
Yeah. I have seen one done like that before. But,
It's
it wasn't that one, but yeah, it was.
It's so cool. I wish I'd have thought of that when I was younger.
Yeah.
And the next one. I think this is the last one out of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, you know what, that is absolutely brilliant. I've got to have that one on there. I mean, I'm slightly concerned how they've affixed it to his head.
There's glue. There's glue at the bottom of them.
Can you imagine?
So I don't know if they've glued to his head or if they've glued it to the slides.
It's got to be glued to slides, I would have thought. Clips, yeah. Because I can't see them. I mean, that's an interesting conversation at A&E, isn't it?
Well, just shave the head off.
You can't get under the doodah to shave it. You'd have to go at it with scissors first.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
And bald patches grow back.
Yeah.
So I found a couple of signs, and I just thought that's brilliant.
Spring is here. I'm so excited. I wet my plants.
And the next sign, or the last sign, I loved.
Finally, my winter fat is gone. Now I have spring rolls.
Oh, it's brilliant. Love it. Right. So I had to put in this.
Oh, they're bunnies.
They are wild rabbits, apparently.
I thought it was meat on the plate.
No. Right. Apparently, though, a group of wild rabbits is called a fluffle.
Oh,
So it's a fluffle of rabbits. But you love the cuteness any but more than that. I mean, I love it. Yeah, a fluffle. Right, and I had to put in some April showers.
that's spooky days.
That is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so I've got different bits in that in my gallery, and this is one that's been in it for a little while. But I almost didn't put this in, but I just thought, no, April showers, it's got to be done. Right.
Got some Vikings, I looks at it.
Right, so these are actually festivals of spring. They're in the UK.
Yeah.
So this is the Jorvik Viking Festival.
Yeah.
And that's in York, in the UK. Honestly, guys, if any of these appeal to you, they have things like beard contests and things like that. But yeah, look it up and have a look and see whether it's something that you'd be interested in going
different
to.
Viking bits because obviously the Vikings came over here.
That's right.
Bit that may not know. There we didn't. So saw a bit before. Apparently, Viking is Norse for sailor.
It just goes to show you don't learn something new every day. Right, so the next festival is Jack in the Green.
I've heard of Jack in the Green once.
A lot of green men and green ladies.
Yeah.
From what I could tell, there was marches through the streets, and
we get different ones
bits.
like that around here as well.
Yeah.
Because you go on Sussex, Eastbourne has different ones. The Eastbourne has a Landmoss one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do get quite a few different festivals because I suppose we're quite an old country. We've got a lot of history, and we have a lot of small
towns
and villages and things like that.
Yeah.
And their history and everything is important to them, and I'm so thankful for that because it means we can go and look at some really interesting things if I ever get out of this flat again. Right, so as I said, that one was called Jack in the Green, so that might be your bag, and it's in Hastings. So number 3, this is actually called the Hay Festival.
Okay.
It's in Wales, and it's a literary festival.
All right.
I don't really know much more than that. I did try looking up bits.
They'd just be different books.
They have
a literary festival in Shoreham.
Yeah, and say, I mean, it looks like there's big screens and whatnot going on in there, so I've got no idea. But I think they have things like authors speaking about it and things like that. Honestly, because there was so many different festivals, I just sort of got bare details.
Yeah.
Right, so the next one is
cheese.
It's Cooper's Hill's cheese rolling.
Yeah.
Now it's a fair whack of a steep hill.
Yes.
And what they do is they lob a cheese.
They roll the cheese down
the hill and then roll after it.
They have to run off. Well, they start running after it, but they roll, they run, they trip over, they go all over. People break bones, people dislocate bits.
And you might think to yourself, why on earth do they do it? But
for the cheese, because we're eccentric.
Yeah, we are.
We have different. We have all different
it's like
things that go on.
It all goes on history bits.
Some are more violent than others.
Yeah. Plus, you've got to remember that a lot of these hark back to a time before television and things like that.
Oh, most of them, of course.
Most of them would.
I was like, most of them, so they're really early bits.
So, in actual fact, you'd find your own fun, basically. Yeah. And if you want to go chasing cheese down a hill, I'm not going to judge you.
You go chase cheese down a hill.
That's right. Live and be free.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that is in Gloucestershire, by the way, Cooper's Hill is. Right. And then we've got the Highland Games.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this travels round, but obviously it is apparently so. I know there's one that they do down in Devon and things like that.
Really? Highland Games in Devon?
Yeah, essentially.
It's Scottish.
It is Scottish, yes. And this young man is tossing a kyber.
Kyber.
Yeah. the point is, it's a ruddy great log.
Yeah.
That's very, very, very heavy.
Yeah.
And they lob it basically and see who gets it further. You'll get other things like axe throwing. And they're great big long handled axes. You get like tug of war, strength things like all sorts of things. Really,
they go back to times when we used to fight. They used to fight in bits.
That's right.
Right, because it was all bits of showing how strong your tribe was and all your and preparing for fights and bits like that.
That's right. Now, if you fancy something a bit more carnival and colourful in nature, you have got Notting Hill Carnival. Now, some of you might recognise the name Notting Hill from that Hugh Grant film, which I love, by the way. Essentially, it's in, well, is it considered in London, or is Notting Hill its own right?
No, it's in London.
It is in London, isn't it? It's part of London. London is massive.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's this beautiful, brilliantly colourful festival that goes on each year. And I don't know, I mean, soak up the atmosphere. It looks amazing. Right, so my phone's gone out, so I can't. There we go. Right, this next one is Robin Hood Festival. It is in Nottingham, yeah. They have jousting, as seen there. They have sword fights. They have longbow. All these beautiful things. They have shops with knickknacks and such of replicas of the time gone, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's probably the one out of all the festivals that appeals to me the most, because I mean, we had a medieval wedding, and it's just around that sort of time. Plus, I just think it's incredible.
Well, there used to be one down Hastings, Eastbourne way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hurstman's.
That's right, yeah.
Hurstman's Castle, they have one on the August Bank holiday.
But no, and I say, it's, if you ever get the chance to go, I mean, Nottingham Castle, when I went, and this is donkey's years ago, well before I met Darren. Yeah, my first boyfriend went on holiday with us there, and it was incredible. They had fire breathers, they had like the jousting and everything. It was amazing. It really was. So it's a place well worth visiting. Right, and the last one is Edinburgh's Fringe Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know a lot about this, but
the only bit I know about the Fringe Festivals, they have half a ton of stand-up comedians in it, because I like stand-up comedy. But it has all different things.
I was going to say, it looks like a lot of entertainers going through the streets.
So it's a bit like Brighton Festival. They have different entertainers around.
Yeah, but I picked this one because he fascinated me.
Yeah.
But there are plenty more. So if any of you are interested in going to some festivals this year, they're just a few in England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, sort of jobby.
Yeah.
And there are plenty more.
Oh, yes.
But even if you just want to have a nose and see what some of them are a bit more about, the information is there, and you should be able to get it just from me naming the festivals as I have done.
Yeah.
And that, as they say, is that from my bit. So
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Unfortunately, it's not. No.
I almost forgot them. Darren didn't. It's my jokes.
Why are waterbeds so bouncy?
Because they contain spring
water. Filled with spring water.
Oh, it's brilliant.
That's February, March.
No,
but April, May. Did you hear about the pregnant bedbug?
She gave birth on a string.
She had her babies in the spring.
And the next one.
Yeah, well, that gives you a show of how many more we got. There we go. Right.
It's not that
Why is
many.
Yoda such a good gardener?
Because he's got a green thumb. Yay!
What did the dirt say to the rain?
I can't remember, but it was good.
You'd better cut it out or my name will be mud.
That was my favourite. Believe it or not, I did select some of them not to have in there because they just weren't very good, and that was coming from me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, all right. I know. You're just jealous. Right.
Right.
So,
On to the Darren's ones now.
Darren's bits.
Yeah. We're going to get Darren's bits out and wave them around for everyone to see. All right, here we go. Start off with the facts, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Just the facts, man. Kit Kats are made of Kit Kat.
They are, yes, they are indeed.
The manufacturers leave no Kit Kat uneaten. So every reject is mashed into a paste that's then used to fill the wafers.
That's right, yeah, I knew about that.
Because every imperfect Kit Kat was already filled with other imperfect Kit Kats, and some of the Kit Kats they'll fill would also be rejected. Every time you eat a Kit Kat, you're basically eating layers of Kit Kats within Kit Kats within Kit Kats.
So wonder they don't go off.
Right. One of the most infamous bank robbers in South Africa's history, Andre Stander, who robbed around 30 banks,
Good grief.
was actually a policeman himself, who robbed banks on his lunch break.
Well, at least you didn't do it in work time.
And returned to the scene as an investigating officer.
Well, judging how quickly he could solve the crime, he could really go up in the ranks.
Yeah.
But it's
Again,
important he waited until lunch.
Again in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
In 2009, a pigeon named Winston raced Telkom, Africa's largest internet service provider, to see who could deliver 4 gigabytes of data to a location 60 miles away the fastest.
Did the pigeon win?
By the time Winston arrived with the 4 gigabyte flash drive, Telkom had transmitted only 4% of the data. That was in 2009, though, so obviously it was slower. But still, come on.
Oh my days. That's terrible, isn't it? Right, so what we got next?
No. In the Shawshank Redemption,
I love that film.
when Morgan Freeman's character is asked, "Why did I call you Red?" and he responds with, "Maybe it's because I'm Irish."
Yeah.
It's because the character in the novel was a red-haired Irishman.
Oh.
They cast Freeman for the part, but added a line as a joke.
I like that. That is brilliant.
Yeah. With another film, the screenwriter's plan in Die Hard with a Vengeance to break into the Federal Reserve and escape with the gold was so plausible he was questioned by the FBI. The FBI was said to have changed the security to account for it.
Good God. Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it? Ooh.
In 1719, prisoners in Paris were allowed to go free under the condition that they marry prostitutes and go with them to Louisiana.
Really?
The newly married couples were chained together and taken to the port of embarkation.
I don't know what to say to that.
Well, get rid of 2 lots of ones I didn't want at the same time and send them to America.
I wonder if they got to, like, I don't know,
choose that they wanted.
yeah, sort of have, what's that word? When, speed date. I wonder if they'd like a speed date at the prison or something. Because they wouldn't have had pictures at that time,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. Got these. Happy forever.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Symbol.
That is really not very good, is it?
It's a swastika.
Yeah. Yes. Not good.
Yeah. My first time, I closed my eyes and sucked. Premium pearl milk tea.
I don't like tea.
Fresh local cherries pop daily. There we go.
Oh my days. Well, different.
Yeah.
Who's a
With special
child?
care specialist, mammogram and ultrasound.
No.
800B.
Mind you wouldn't forget the number, would you? I bet they felt like a right boob.
Yeah. Or a left one.
What?
I'm guessing they're blessing someone who's praying.
Let's hope so. Well, I've heard about places like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Now this may not mean a lot to you if you don't music. Right. It's got the bit on here so you can learn to play music.
Yeah.
It's got all the bits written on it, where the notes are.
Yeah.
And everything. Right. That one there that's labelled A.
Yeah.
Is actually C.
Oh. Oh. You're going to just keep going wrong, aren't you? Oh, thing.
So the whole thing's like 2 keys out or 3 keys out.
Great.
Including the sharps and flats.
Yeah, so if you're learning to play piano or keyboard and you've got stickers down saying what they are, if it never sounds right, just double check your keys.
Oh, this one.
No.
Congratulations, you have cancer. It's done for the birthstones. It's got June 21st, July 22nd. A summer baby you were born. But it's congratulations, you have cancer.
I don't like that.
No, it's...
Yeah, I don't know whether they were trying to be funny or whether they...
I'm guessing it's not
all
English.
sort of like
I'm
say
guessing it's
that.
not English because it hasn't got an S at the end of congratulations.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. We have got the JJ pies, the salted varieties.
I bet. Oh my days.
Spanks. Arthur Spanks, his wife, Catherine.
Oh.
You just got that, did you?
Oh dear. I bet they had a laugh at that. Oh dear. Now remember, guys, it's only rude if you make it rude. But yeah. Not the best design in tiling.
No. Look at these. Zoom in a bit for Debbie. There we go. 100% British potatoes up there.
Yeah.
At the bottom it says contains non-British potatoes.
Do other people not see the whole label for food or something? Oh my.
And you see the symbol of the cook as well.
Yes.
Yeah, the cooker as well.
Very phallic this week.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Just goes to show you that, what font
Yeah.
you use is important.
Yeah. I actually have seen cards like that.
I haven't seen
And
cards like
before-
that. I've seen birthday cake where it's
Yeah.
for Clint.
Oh
And it
yeah.
was put too close
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
But it is not us being rude. We are just merely showing you that the font can really make a difference.
It's just a
guys.
special art. Yeah. Right.
Disturbing.
There we go. Sonic curry.
Oh, is it because it runs through you quick and burns your ring?
Sonic curry. Ready?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that blue?
Yes.
Have any of you guys ever eaten blue curry? Reminds me of that Bridget Jones one where she used blue twine.
It's blue dabba-dee dabba-da. Dabba-dee dabba-da.
It's one of the songs that we made up for our hamster.
We didn't make it up.
No, we
It's
didn't.
a song.
No, I know, but we usually
We
put
did it with
songs to hamsters.
It's ooh.
You do the can with Pan, don't
We
you?
do. Pan, 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 pan.
No, there's no we about this. You do it every time, every Monday when his mum comes up.
There's a light pole in Poland. It's with all bits growing on it.
All right.
What does it look like at night?
Oh my, that's sinister, isn't it? Oh, that would make you jump.
Yeah. Anything strange there?
No, because I can't read it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the second bit down, it says secret nuclear bunker.
Yeah, really secret. But it's important to sign things.
That's right.
Clearly.
Yes, yeah. This bit up here, you won't see it because it's too small.
No, I can't see it. No.
It's written in Welsh at the top with a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it says down the bottom it says it's an 8-minute walk to the shops, cafe, and more. But in Wales it's only 6 minutes. In Welsh it's only 6 minutes.
Maybe they just walk faster. If that follows, then I could still walk. I'd probably walk it in 7 minutes because I'm part Welsh.
There you go.
Oh well, that's
It's all there. I mean, it's got the cistern. I've got a toilet roll.
Is the sink on the lower or upper level or something? Honestly, you would have to be very familiar with whoever you were sharing living accommodation with. There's not even room to box that. There wasn't. What we got here?
The lift. It's just doors.
Well, that's dodgy, isn't it? Like Terror Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just downright creepy, isn't it?
Yeah. I got one here. It says, the tech who did my breast ultrasound put gel on the wand and said, here comes some warm jelly, and started whooshing it towards my boob like an aeroplane.
I've heard about this.
But then stopped dead mid-whoosh, blinked and said, sorry, I have twin toddlers. I'm effing exhausted.
Do you know, I could so believe that.
I could believe it as well.
And don't just think we get away with all that because we have hamsters and not humans. Believe me, we don't. We really don't. Not to the extent that you guys.
You got Uranus Fudge Factory.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Well, unfortunate name.
There we go. The Colonel's Holiday 3-way. Twice a breast, thighs and legs.
Oh dear. I love it.
Yeah. It's the last one, I think, isn't it? It's in Italy.
Oh.
Bloke got a speeding ticket on through his car that was being towed by a truck.
That's an achievement.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wonder where the common sense has gone.
Yeah, and that's that bit. So we're now on to comments and
questions. Ooh.
Ooh. We've got from, I'll read, Charlene Williams. Hi both. Good to see Cwtch Corner back alive and kicking.
I know, yay!
Had to pop in to say that. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds was from last
week, guys.
It's based off a picture that John Lennon's son did. When asked what the picture was of, Lil Julian said it was his friend Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's possible, I suppose.
It
Okay.
could be. I
Yeah.
mean, kids do come up with some random bits, or it could have been
Something
him trying to
afterwards.
shut down
Or it
the
could have been
idea that
bit
it was
started.
drug
Yeah.
related.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
However, I quite like that.
Yeah.
You know, because kids do come up with some crazy stuff.
Midnight Unicorn. Love the daffodils in your altar. I have some of mine too.
I do. I always like to have flowers, and I like to have flowers on the altar. I've got a little plant called Leaf
It's a
that's
cactus, which is just like a leaf of a cactus.
it's sort of heart shaped. His
Yeah.
name's Leaf,
Mm.
and we like to have daffs on there as well during the spring bit. We've had a couple of weeks where we've not been able to get them, or they've been too open and that. But they're so cheering. I love I call wildflowers and bits anyway.
We've got one question.
Yours.
Amy Parkinson. Just being curious, when did you close your brick and mortar shop? And where was the shop based? Well, it was based in Peacehaven on the south coast of England, between Brighton and Eastbourne. When did we close it? We closed it in September 2016. We had to close it because Debbie's mobility was getting worse.
Yeah,
it just and she couldn't.
I was finding it more and more difficult to get down the stairs.
We had to let them know in March, and you were struggling to get down more there then. And by the time it came down to September, she wasn't coming out, wasn't getting out across at all anyway. So it was lucky that we had.
Yeah, it did help because I did see, was it top, what's it, specialist in England, back specialist in England.
Yeah.
And he said to me, it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, so it may not get any worse, but it won't get any better.
And that was the best thing I'd been told, because then you have to learn to adapt, and you're not constantly thinking, oh, when are you going to get better? I know that a few of my doctors and nurses seem to think I've got a really healthy attitude towards it, because I'm not, it is what it is. We miss the shop, but honestly, it was real hard work.
Yeah, we used to hide the magic stuff. We had it over by the counter, on the bottom shelves, so people wouldn't see it.
It was a bit like pawning. You had to hide bits. I mean, but we sold skulls, dragons, fairies, and things like that as well. We had some negativity. However, that being said, for a long time, people kept, the rumor was that whoever was taking it over, it was going to be one of those shops, naughty shops, like Ann Summers, only worse.
No, that wasn't ours. That was the photographer's.
The one across. Basically, I mean, because when I was getting out less and less, apparently I was dying. So yeah, Peacehaven
is a small town.
It's a small. It is quite a small community. You get to know people quite well, and honestly, it's like Chinese whispers. It really is.
Yeah. But
I loved it. Darren loved it, and it was something that we would have regretted if we had not ever done it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, in hindsight, it wasn't in the right place. We probably didn't have as much backup bits as we would have realistically needed. But at the end of the day, it was incredible while we had it, and we met some really incredible people. I mean, one woman, she kept coming over from Spain, didn't she? She came over a couple of times a year, and she'd buy like a suitcase full of stuff to take back to friends, and like stuff for herself as well. So it was nice. And
it was in a little shopping centre.
Because we started off initially doing car boots, and then we went on to proper markets.
We started in 2004.
Because Darren had been made redundant, so it was.
We had money coming in.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a job.
No, your age was wrong, wasn't it?
So Yeah, so
And it was something we always wanted to do. I mean, we spoke about quite a few ideas. We talked about possibly opening up a pub at one stage, which, to be perfectly honest, with the smoking ban, I'm so relieved we didn't.
We were going to open a shop down in Cornwall.
We decided against it in the end because
parents would be so far away.
Been far away. Your mum probably would have moved down to be closer to us.
Yeah, but it's only from like the other bit. It's not an immense amount, but you're still talking about 7 or 8 hours to get back.
And I mean, you know, my dad had a stroke a few years back, and my mum's been quite bad. My dad's been repeatedly bad. So in hindsight, it's a good thing we didn't move that far away.
Yeah.
But that being said, we love Cornwall and Devon. It's got a very special place in my heart. But yes.
Yeah.
So that's overshared, but there you go. And
that was it.
Well, still not bad.
No,
I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
So you sort me on a subject and I'll keep going.
That's right.
Now, just a quick warning, actually. We had a Sainsbury's order this week.
Yep.
And I ordered water. Now, I suggest strongly that if you're going to buy from Sainsbury's and you only buy infrequently, tick the no substitutions.
If you're getting delivery, that is.
This is online order. Yeah. Because they sent me £56 10p in substitutions, charging that full amount.
The water we got was we ordered was just over £7. They sent 410 litres,
which was a colossal amount more than we'd actually. And plus, Darren couldn't lift it onto the unit.
We've got nowhere to put it on the unit.
No. I mean,
that came to £26. They did.
Yeah.
For those ones, and they actually charge. What they do now, they charge you for everything they send, and then they give you a substitution voucher, which you've got to spend within 2 months. And if you don't spend it in 2 months, you lose it.
So, I mean, I don't know if there are other shops doing it like that, but it really did, because I couldn't work out why my shopping bill was so much more expensive. And then I looked into it. It actually says on their estimated amount. If you're working to a budget, that's a problem. Especially if you need to get things from different shops.
Say like 40, 50 quid extra out, and that's all the money you've got.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and you can't tell me they didn't have any other 2-litre bottles.
Of course they did.
So they sent the most expensive thing. It wasn't cheaper than
£26. Come on.
It's just, I don't know. I always loved Sainsbury's. I loved their produce and everything. But they've got, like every other shop at the moment, they have got more expensive. So now, rather than me shopping at the same shop all the time, I actually look at what we need and then find out where's doing deals on it. And that's how I save my pennies that way, basically. And it means you know what you're getting. But if you are working to a budget, be incredibly careful, because there's no reason that they should have hiked up the amount that much.
No, that's right.
So yeah, just be warned.
Yeah.
Right, was there anything else I was going to fill you in on? I don't think there is right now.
No.
So guys, I hope you've enjoyed Cwtch this week. And just to be clear, I'm not taking a stab at Sainsbury's. I don't agree with it, but I more wanted to give you a heads up, basically, because we didn't know. And yeah. Right, guys, so I really hope you've enjoyed Cwtch this week.
Yeah.
And as always, we will try and come back with a different idea for next week. If some of you want to start giving ideas for categories or bits, I think I've said before, but I'm quite open to ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah. So as always, my lovelies, be different. A very merry on hoo hoo. And cheers. Boo.